What's up, guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Deirdre. I'm a data analyst who does all things beauty here on this space, and I like to keep that analytical frame of mind when reviewing and wear testing for you guys. So if that's interesting to you, please consider joining the fam. But today I have the Prime Day deals for you that you really shouldn't miss. So these are the things that I am using every day, and if not every day, at least once a week. So this is not just random stuff. These are things that I can't live without. They're good finds, and I highly recommend and stand by all of them. So if you want to see my Prime Day picks, stay tuned. Let's get into it. The first thing that I'm using on a daily basis is my makeup cabinet, and it is just so beautiful. The way it organizes my makeup is perfection. It keeps it all contained, and it is big enough to house the things that I'm reaching for that are in my rotation on the day-to-day basis. You can use it in multiple different ways. Obviously, you can organize your things the way that makes most sense for you. In the photos, I did see like brushes being put on this door, but the way I like to organize it is to put my lip liners, the most used lip liners, up on this top row, and then on the bottom row to put my eyeliners. For the drawers, I have a few different eyeshadow palettes that I'm reaching for on a daily basis on this bottom shelf. And then this pull-out shelf has my bronzers and my blushes that I have quick access for, along with a few of these stand-up compartments, which I put my Rare Beauty blush as well as a few small mascaras. And then on this top part is where I'm housing the foundations and the skin products that I'm using on a day-to-day basis. So not only can you access it from this front portion, but you can also lift up the top to make sure you're not digging in there and knocking things over, which is really convenient. So I've loved this. It was $60 when I bought it, and I think it's well worth that 60 bucks, but keep an eye out to see if this is actually going to be on an even more of a discount for Prime Day. The next item is my skincare tower, and this is actually my second one. The first one I did break, so don't do as I did. I had a pump cleanser on it, and instead of taking the cleanser off of the tower and then pressing the pump, I just pumped it in there and it kind of split the bottom. So you do have to be careful. It is a plastic product, but since I've gotten this one many months ago, it has been perfect now that I know not to do that, which maybe should have been apparent the first time. But you can reorganize this as you want. The shelves are all configurable. The way that I have it is kind of cleansers and first steps in my skincare routine, and then there's a compartment for some hydrating, nourishing ingredients as well as antioxidants and peptides, and then I have a section that's dedicated to my more active ingredients. So my AHA, BHAs, as well as my tretinoin live here, and then on this top portion, and again, you can adjust these shelves to fit the products that you have, but I keep a lot of my moisturizers up here, and then on this top part are a lot of my lip products. So this is super easy to access whatever I need. I do have limited counter space for the amount of products I have, so this makes it all remain accessible. I don't have to put this away in a drawer, but it all stays organized in this way. So I've been loving both of these. One day I'll add a skincare fridge, but some of us are not working with a whole lot of counter space, okay? Moving on, the next is a water bottle, and unfortunately, RIP, I lost my water bottle when I was coming back from Mexico, but don't worry, one is on its way to me now, but it's here. I'll pop it up on the screen. So this is great because you can sip it like a straw, but you can also just chug it. The first tab that kind of flips open is a holder, so you can use it to hold, but it also locks your water bottle in place so that it's not going to budge. So I do store this horizontally in the car, and it has never opened up once. This also keeps things really cold. It's perfect to keep next to your bedside table. This is the perfect size for me, but they do have bigger sizes, and it comes in a variety of colors, some of which are specific to Amazon, so nobody carries them but Amazon. So highly recommend this. It keeps things cold or hot, and it's just super convenient to sip on something in the middle of the night instead of trying to drink while laying down, because you all know we're gonna end up with wet sheets that way, okay? Had to repurchase it as soon as we realized that we left it in Mexico. So it's on its way to me now, but maybe on Prime Day they'll offer a bit of a discount. The next thing I have to talk to you about is this, okay? And this is probably the product that I've been using for the longest period of time. I'm not kidding you when I say that I have been using this for 6+ years. This is just a random pickup that I found. At first, I bought it in an art museum in Arizona, I want to say, 6 years ago. I needed some chapstick. I picked this up, thought it was kind of expensive for how much I paid for it, but I just needed something. And it has remained in my routine since then because it is that good. I have gone through so many of these. I have given these as gifts. I have got people hooked on them. One lives next to my bedside table and one lives in my boyfriend's bedside table because we both put it on every night before sleep, and there's just nothing that compares. I have tried everything. People say that the Glossier, the Laneige sleeping mask, all those other things, it doesn't compare. You will still wake up with this on in the morning. It just does the best job. My boyfriend's lip often splits, and he says that this is the only product that keeps his lip from splitting. It does come in a bunch of other flavors. I can only attest to this one, and I think the other flavors are used for different types of things like cuts and scrapes, but the one you want is the peppermint lip balm, and it's the Medicine of the People brand. So cannot recommend this highly enough. Again, this is the product that I've gone through the most of in my life. I have been using this longer than tretinoin, so that speaks for itself. This is amazing. It cannot be beat. Okay, next up is this Matcha Hydrating Foam Cleanser. This is something that I found by trolling Amazon, as one does, and I really loved the description of it. It described itself as a super gentle cleanser that is effective and foaming, but leaves your skin hydrated and replenished. And I've been using this for a month now, and I absolutely love it. It does the job as far as getting rid of your makeup and thoroughly cleansing your skin so that I'm ready for my more active serums after this, but it's never stripping. The claims are that this product contains 36% or more of ingredients that are mainly used in moisturizing creams. So with that, it says that the long-term use, the skin becomes more hydrated and it protects the barrier. So I can absolutely attest to those claims. This has never been irritating to me. It always removes all the impurities. My face feels cleansed but never stripped when using this, and at $8 or $9, I really don't think this can be beat. You can see it has a creamy consistency, and it has these small nodes of matcha in it. Those are not irritating to me, and they don't at all feel like sand or gritty. You barely notice them. This has been an absolute staple in my routine for the past month or so, and I absolutely love it. It is non-fuss. You get a fair amount of product in here. It's 4 ounces. I have heard other people talking about the sunscreen from BLAB, but haven't heard anyone else talk about this cleanser. So if you're in the market for something that's hydrating but still effective and that is super affordable, I absolutely recommend this one. If I do have enough waterproof sunscreen or makeup on to warrant a first oil or balm cleanse, this would be my second step in that routine. So I can't attest to it removing all makeup. I only use it as a second step cleanser, but for that second step, it works wonderfully. Also, if I'm waking up in the morning, I can absolutely just use this as my single cleanser because I'm not trying to remove any sunscreen or waterproof makeup. So this is absolutely effective for that as well. Highly recommend this. Super cheap, even without Prime Day discounts. This is worth your money, but keep your eye on it to see if there's any type of deal. Okay, next up, I feel like everybody's talking about these, but they are just that good, and I have been using them, so I have to mention these wrist guards for when you're cleansing your face, just slipping these on your wrists, and it catches any water drops that come out. I got 4 of these in a set, $8, $9. I'll link it below, but it also came with this attachment, which you can attach to your counter or your wall, or even the makeup cabinet that I showed you. And what this is for is just to hold the wristlets to help them dry after use, because they're going to be wet. You want them to kind of be aired out instead of just laying there on the counter. So this gives a spot for these to live while they're drying and after you use them, which I really appreciated. The adhesive that came with this was super strong. I wanted to move the placement of this, and I had to like get basically a crowbar to get the adhesive off. So this was a great addition to the set, and at the $8 or $9, I totally think that it is worth it. So I will link that below as well. And lastly is my newest find and something that I am so excited about. It is this Amavara sunscreen. It is an SPF 50 and it's water resistant for 80 minutes. It contains 22% zinc oxide and it makes a beautiful makeup primer. So before I was using this, I was using my beloved Naked Sundays Collagen Glow SPF 50, but this has been dethroned because this is half the price and it works the same, if not better than that. So Naked Sundays doesn't want you to know about this, but I do. So give this small business a chance and spend your $18. You will not regret it. A few other beauty things that I have my eye on and I'm always looking to pick up if there's a sale: Crest Whitestrips. So if there's a sale, and there usually is on Prime Day on these, I will definitely pick a box up. Another thing in my basket right now is the whitening mouthwash that I love. This is super effective. It does feel a little bit like the whitening strips. Like, you know how you get kind of that residue after you use whitening strips? That's what this feels like after you rinse. So you do need to kind of rinse with water after you spit this out, but it is super effective at whitening the teeth. So gonna pick another one of those up. And finally are the filters that I use to filter the hard water out of my shower. So I usually pick up the 3-pack of this, and sometimes it is on sale on Prime Day. So I do switch this out every month or so to ensure that my water is being filtered and that it's not overly damaging to my hair and my skin when I'm in there. So if that goes on sale, highly recommend. If you haven't incorporated that into your routine, it can make a huge difference in the health of your hair and your skin. Okay guys, that does it for my Amazon Prime Day picks for 2023. What do you think? Am I missing anything? If I did, let me know in the comments so that I can pick it up. But everything will be listed for you in the description box in case you want to shop these things. I do not receive any money for providing you these links. It is just for your convenience. So if you found anything in this video useful, please drop me a like or a comment down below and consider subscribing. I would love to have you join the fam. But until next time, I will see you in a couple days for my next video. Okay, bye.